Hey everybody, this isn't a power-up episode. I just thought it had been a while since I had made an E3 reaction video, or an E3 type of video. I know a couple of years ago I did an episode where, or I did a piece where I commented on the E3 Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo press conferences. Well, this year I only saw the Sony and the Nintendo things. The Sony's press conference and Nintendo's digital event. I didn't see Microsoft's at all, but I have heard what went on. So Microsoft, I'd heard they'd done like a Rare collection. Not Rare as in the company, gaming company. They're gonna have like Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, Battletoads, Blast Corps, Perfect Dark, among others. Well, that is interesting. Why I thought I saw a commenter on the internet saying, "Why is there no GoldenEye?" Although Banjo-Kazooie's in there, but I think it was interesting because even though GoldenEye was on the N64, so was Banjo-Kazooie, but yet it's kind of weird that they didn't put GoldenEye in there. And again, though, it is a license. It's not a Rare licensed property, so I bet that's why they had trouble with that. But it's cool to see that. And I also heard that the Xbox One will implement backwards compatibility with some Xbox 360 games. So that's cool. And I'm guessing it's not going to be all of them. I think I was seeing on one YouTuber, he had mentioned that some companies that want to do a remastered other games, like I heard that they gotta get the company's permission to make that game backwards compatible on Xbox One, because of, I believe, since again the other YouTuber mentioned the power of remakes and remasters. How companies, instead of, they want to make extra money, so they take a last generation game and bring it to this generation with increased HD graphics and new stuff and blah 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 blah. Which is kind of stupid in a way, because I guess they think, if they make this game that they want to make money on as a remaster, then they don't want them to make it backwards compatible with the Xbox 360. With the Xbox One from the 360, if they want to do a remaster later, which is kind of stupid and lame, as a matter of fact. And anyway, okay, getting on, and I know, let me see here, and that's about. And I know I didn't really watch the Microsoft, and I'm not really, I could have sworn I heard they're gonna do another Gears of War game, but that's cool, and I think they showed off the next Halo. I think Halo will have Guardians, I think. And I'm not a big Halo fan either. I'm not a big Halo or Gears of War fan. I played the previous iterations, but I didn't really think too much of them. It's cool that people like them. Hey, if you like them, cool, whatever floats your goat. And yes, I said floats your goat, not floats your boat. Anyway, moving on to the things I did watch. Actually, I was trying to do the live stream of the Sony conference on this TV here for my PS3, but I wasn't too happy with the streaming, because every 5 minutes I would get cut off. It would disconnect me from the conference, which really ticked me off. In fact, when the crucial times that it cut me off was when they announced, as you know, the Final Fantasy VII remaster. Speaking of remasters, the remake, but it really ticked me off because, they would show it, and then it would take a minute to reconnect, and after that I would lose a minute of stuff, of crucial stuff, which really made me mad. So thankfully, midway through the conference, I just switched to my MacBook and used YouTube, and it didn't even cut me off there. Even though I was able to watch most of it, I know I got a lot of games that actually piqued my fancy. There was of course, The Last Guardian was shown right off the bat, which is cool. I'd heard about it, and now seeing it in motion, seeing it on the PS4, that looks pretty freaking cool. That looks awesome. It's kind of cool to use that I think it used that a creature or something to help you from the gameplay footage they were showing. Like you could use the you traverse platforms, and this big, I guess, guardian or something would save your would help you out, which is cool. And anyway, moving on, there's then another one of my. Well, before I go on to that, I also liked media. The makers of Little Big Planet introduced a game I think called Dreams. I'm not necessarily actually say a game, but a thing called Dreams. A game. I'll call it a game for now. Called Dreams. You can like make movies and stuff and like little animations from what I saw using the PlayStation controller. So that was pretty cool. Even though I'm creative, I don't know if I'm that creative. But I'll get to that more in a second about being creative when I mention Nintendo. But anyway, Dreams look cool though. That looks really cool. I hope a lot of cool people make stuff off that. So that's cool. But anyway, getting to what I was gonna go at, a game that really piqued my interest was No Man's Sky, which was really cool. It reminded me of. If I'll say, it reminded me, okay, here, but before what I say what it reminds me of, the way I'll say it actually reminds me, the gameplay is like Star Trek, to me, but this is why. From what I saw the gameplay of, and actually when they were showing me this gameplay, I was still watching it on my PS3, and it cut off midway through it, so it took like a minute or two to reconnect. So I missed like some crucial stuff which really ticked me off. But I was able to get most of the information from it. It's basically like you explore space. And the space is massive. Like, there's like different star systems you can visit. And you can go to those star systems. And, you might find like a couple alien races getting in a fight. You can choose to either help them or help either side, or just go about your business, which is kind of neat. And when you get to a planet in a star system, you can scan. Excuse me. You can scan for. I'm sorry again. You can scan for like landing spots, and then land, and then explore that planet. Scan stuff for different in a database, I guess, like for your in-game database. So. And anyway, it's kind of cool. It's like it gives me a Star Trek vibe. Like what exploring new worlds. Maybe make. That'd be cool if they like had civilizations that they can make peace with. I think there is some gunplay because I know there are civilizations or alien races that you do have to like shoot. But that'd be cool if you could like make peace with some of them or something like that, which would be really really cool. I'll be waiting just a second. My mouth's getting a little dry. I apologize. I know I'm okay. Anyway, what's really cool about it is, but No Man's Sky looks really cool. I'm quite interested in getting it, and I might have to get that when it comes out. So that looks cool. Anyway, another game that looks cool. I forgot what the game was called, but it's where like I guess it's like where you hunt these like futuristic these robotic creatures, robotic animals. It's like bow and arrow and like different weapons. It looked pretty cool. I forgot what it was called, but it looks pretty cool. I might have to get that. I might have to pick that up too, just for the heck of it. But to me, No Man's Sky was cool. I thought that looked pretty cool. That gave me a good Star Trek vibe. And another couple, and like another no. Of course, they did being it a Sony console, or being it not a Nintendo console. They had to do a. I guess they showed off for those of you that like it, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I've mentioned it. It's been mentioned. Moving on. Okay, moving on. I think it wrapped up. It kind of wrapped up with the new Uncharted. They showed off some of Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. What's kind of funny though, as I'm watching it, I think like the guy forgot. They were like, I don't know, cause like they were like forgetting. Like they actually ran to the same footage twice. But the first time they showed it, like I think Nathan Drake was supposed to run and follow like Sully, but he didn't. It like froze or something, so it didn't do that. So then we replayed again, and then it showed him running behind them and gameplay footage. But anyway, once they showed actual gameplay footage, it looks really cool. I know one of my friends really likes the Uncharted series, so I hope he was watching that. I hope he watches that later, because I think you'll really like it, sir, if you're watching this or whatever. And then there's anything else about the Sony one? I think. I'm trying to think what else. But then I already mentioned the Final Fantasy VII remake. Although it's kind of funny, like even though I kind of caught the tail end of that, I know they were advertising that Final Fantasy game, and I think that piggybacked the Final Fantasy VII announcement, piggybacked onto that. It was funny because I was able to get they showed a shot of the crowd's reaction. I swear, like, it reminds me of, for those of you who know, for those of you who remember, back in 2004 when Nintendo unveiled the next Legend, when they unveiled what would eventually be Zelda Twilight Princess. Like, people just went ape shit over that. Like, and it was kind of funny seeing that reaction. I don't know if it was like that, but I thought it came close. Like, people were like taking pictures and just going nuts. Just nuts over that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But hey, I think it's cool. You know, I'm happy that Sony and Square kind of listened there, finally listened to their fans, and did that. So that's cool. Hats off to you, Sony and Square. Hats off to you guys. Let me see now. I don't think anything else that came was of notable, but I can't really. I think I pretty much said the Sony part to me. That's what I picked up on. And I know they probably showed off. And sadly, though, oddly enough, you know, Sony, you know, I have my Vita still, and it was largely ignored at the conference. I know they mentioned it pretty much, but it was pretty much ignored, which saddens me. Because, yeah, but oh well, you know, it is what it is. But anyway. Anyway, I'll move on to the Nintendo part now. And actually, I watched it. And truthfully, I know the internet was all riot saying, "Oh, Nintendo didn't do too good this time." Blah 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 blah. Truthfully, I think Nintendo started earlier, because to me, Christmas for Nintendo fans came early, because I know that the actual digital event was for some people not that great. I thought it was cool. I liked the use of puppets and how like the big three of Miyamoto, Reggie, and Iwata turned into, spoilers, the Star Fox team, Peppy, Fox, and Falco, which was pretty cool. And then reveal of the Star Fox was pretty cool too. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of big reveals, specifically games that were already announced prior and not really, or coming out very soon. But, you know, I'm not complaining. To me, I'm happy we got a release date for Xenoblade, which is in December 4th, I think, of this year. And we got we got a Super Mario Maker release date, and that's September 11th of this year. So I'm happy. I was like, and also, Mario Tennis! Heck yeah! You know, granted, I'm not too big of a sports guy, but I have a couple of sports games littered around my collection. But the Mario Tennis games are a really fun pick-up-and-play sports game from Camelot. And that Camelot is still making this one too. But that's really cool. I'll have to pick that one up too as well. That's was notable, I thought, you know. And I liked how they showed off, you know, they did a piece on Yoshi's Woolly World, which is cool. They did a piece on, you know, I think what else they did. And they showed off a new multiplayer Zelda game for the 3DS, so that was cool. That was pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to pick that up, because it also, you don't need to be multiplayer to get it, but that'd be cool to get. And of course they showed, again, even though this is common knowledge beforehand, Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is basically a port of Hyrule Warriors of the Wii U. A lot of added features, like I think Tetra, among other things. So that's cool. And let me think. Oh, they mentioned that you could use, you know, you use different amiibos on Super Mario Maker. You can use it as a unique power-up called the mystery mushroom that'll transform you into that character that you touch the amiibo through. So that's cool too. But yeah, I know, like it wasn't a big home run like many people wanted to expect, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. To me, it was more. I'm happy they have a release date for Xenoblade, a release date for Super Mario Maker, some other new things, some other little things. The Star Fox looks neat. But yeah, it didn't need to be it. I figure. To me, I think Sony. If you could say who won, truthfully, before I go on, if the critics say who won, I would say Sony. Even though I'm a big Nintendo fan, that big Final Fantasy VII reveal kind of hit it out of the park for Sony. Although for Rankin side, it's cool to see that compilation of rare games is pretty cool, and the backwards compatibility for the Xbox 360 is cool too. But I think each conference, each event had its own ups and downs. Although some more than others. But truthfully though, to me, we all win as gamers. That's cool. We're all gonna get fantastic games coming out this month or this next year or so. So we all win. And that's what I think about that. But I think I'm looking forward to all this awesomeness coming out. But yeah, that's all stuff. Those are my thoughts on E3 this year. I'll probably watch some more Treehouse stuff. Probably watch some more stuff. But I just wanted to give you power-uppers, or these friends of Skakin Media, just my thoughts on the thing. But anyway, that's all there. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of Power Up. Game on, everybody.